You can blame the devil. It's too difficult to explain. Ra must definitely create an opportunity. You may have discovered my true secret by chance. In front of the temple, there's a bunch of people gathered and talking about something. The Tian Palace is really smart. This time, he took the master to the position of the fairy. The current transmission, the power of all the oldest in AI. You can even argue with him. No one else can say the same. The most recent year is the, not a few years old, breakthrough to the landscape. So far, the CA chief has been seriously injured. I'm afraid there are still a lot of people who want to. When the house burns, it smells bad. The pig's head asked, "You've heard of the wolf? Who made peace with IP Lao Tian? Has the emperor replaced it?" The name next to him replied, "I heard he also wanted to fight. Even the owner doesn't know." When did they have enmity between them? The pig's face continued, "He's been out a lot lately. I'm not sure I can beat the underdog." Above the temple, on a certain floor, there are 4 people talking about the sky. "Brother Gu, I can't believe this is happening to you. CA doesn't seem to care. It's just a worm that you have to pay attention to." "God knows you," Ray trying to say no. "At first, I thought so too, but it's because I despise him." So he ate a piece in his hand. "I don't know yet, because SAO is broadcasting the news. The devil wants to fight you." CA School replied, "Oh, if you don't remember wrong, then IP Lun is just the next generation of IPGIA. If you say, 'Fight with me.' Once a draw is lucky. He fought a war today. I think this side is worth more." CA School glanced at Min, not scowling. "Then go on, even if such a person is not a fool." Aphrodite Cups, standing on the side of discomfort outface, desperate to speak your mind. "What you tried to say I've thought about. There must be a leader behind you. You can also inherit something. Anyway, when I fought him that day, could feel his extremely demonic technique. I can do a lot of magic." CA School sipping tea. "I also agree with my brother, and I. Quite similar, such arrogant eep. He certainly has a place behind him." The sky suddenly thought, "Even your grandfather thought he inherited SAO. You're not frowning. What are you doing?" Maybe he was going to reveal the truth. There is ancient reincarnation of the witch. The next words of the school CA make Min not surprised. Heard recently, not a few disciples of the sect and they are mysteriously missing, or stolen from the original. About this, Brother IP, you know what? You don't speculate. He wanted to throw stones to hide his hands like in his previous life. She imagined the school image CA. Control people, like a puppet. Bring the magic of the heiress to others. The image of the alfalfa turned into a dry skeleton appeared. Yumin didn't frown at this guy. She squeezed her hand. The school laughed when he saw that he was not nervous. "I think she's aware of something." CA School put her hand on her hand to be intimate. "I'm not so comfortable." He squeezed her hand. Han sighed. "Your and Min's feelings. The princess is admirable. The glass behind her is also irritated. Bite your hair." CA School said to help you laugh. "I'm not just thinking about my recent students. The disappearance of the clans. There is a little discontent in my heart. Min is not afraid to pull up his hair in response to 7 ceremonies." The old man rubbed his chin in consideration. "It's been a while. Confusion for people to be confused. People who are missing. VI is not too high." At first, no one noticed, and then suddenly it exploded. "I found out there are more of these people. That's the number of lives. Save the glass and find out something. You speak your mind. No, the missing students. But more strangely, Some of the tombs of the priests were also stolen. The old bodies also disappeared. CA school chin massage speculation well. You don't see this differently. The time to disappear is quite long, related to the forbidden tradition of some sect. The Lord quickly asked again. What you mean is, it's the taboo religion. That people talk to that sharp surface. It's coming. CA school gave evidence and concluded. I heard that traditional practitioners, most of them eat some whole blood flower. There's even a soul left. Again, in the rapidly rising pink body, it's a combination of everything that's happened recently. Maybe this is real. Silence for a moment, and then ask for your opinion. He said suddenly. So, did the leprechaun have anything to do with this? CA school cheers silent when everything is going according to plan. I thought I was waiting for your words. The school responded. We investigated the aphids. Han is an ethnic name by IPGIA's normal endowment system. There's no context and no resources. In a short time, Brother VI came up with the same junior chasing us. The Lord has just finished listening, immediately banging agitated table. Try that, this is important. We have to get the newspaper back in the tribe. The sky is quick to do that, waiting for the celestial calendar to open up. We'll see the creep again. Save our glasses. The school also stood up to say goodbye. Then I will send you away. You go leisurely. Save the glass run by the sky, but still look back regretfully. After you to left. Min did not speak sarcastically, trying to punish CA. Your tricks are scary. The CA school continues. It's not scary. Sooner or later, the apes die, just like this pretty. Just be gentle, even if the devil is helping her. I laughed and hated to see that. A black hole from the middle seam appears. Jiang Kai ordered Min. Let us find a great place to rest today. The old man bent down to obey. Master Min is not strange. I asked why he didn't come back. CA school funny answer. Of course, a little breakthrough is convenient. Watch a good play tonight. At the residence of the Aphrodite. I'm grateful to say that I'm paralyzed. I am also lucky that you have provided it. To help our practice VI increase stability. I am very grateful. White Paralysis laughed and told IP Mo, you are so generous between us. What you need, thank you. The eucalyptus begins to flatter. I heard that a few days ago because of the CA, a few days ago, he was charged with a lack of reinforcement. CA school is a disciple of Thien Tien Kung. To do that, it really makes people admire. The red-haired man sitting next to him also joined Theo. Of course, the woman's temperament doesn't need to be said. Ask how many women in the world can do it. Just this point. I don't know how many people I kicked. You have a good spirit. Paralysis is very interested. He held the wine and laughed. White women, we can look at them. It's a rule to ask people for their opinion. My message arrived at the right time. Today, she has time to leave the temple. If I let you come straight here, you will have no opinion. When he heard that, he asked for the next one. He's excited. I heard that it was a gentle escape. Flowers like moon. AI can refuse this. The palsy changed the color of his face, and he frowned. Quickly changed the subject. The university does not need too much attention to the CA campus. He is only half faster than you. Waiting for you to destroy the king. Middle states in the context. There is no enemy. The two laughing horns agree with you. The drunk shrimp stuttered too. I can see that the empty box is screaming. The paralytic is pleased he's lying. You're right. The power of the white tiger is unbeatable. What's so scary about the little CA school? That day, I only took the big picture seriously. They don't worry about suffering in front of them. Paralysis remembered. It's like talking about the old school. Why did my brother fight him again? The dog replied without hesitation. Of course, the enemy is our enemy. Does he remember the moon? That woman is also his fiancée. The paralysis seems surprising. From Princess Yuming of the Peerless Dynasty. Are you targeting her? Yep, Lun explained. The goddess didn't pay attention. I'll think about chasing her. Then he tightened the chain of exasperation. But now she's planning for no reason. I don't easily miss the desert. Cunning spy. She tried to be her fiancé. Just in time to give him a knife. There's an AI that opens the door and goes in and calls out the CA paralysis. Excited white palsy eyelash. The 7 gods look at you. He came back to the barge just in time. I was told that I went there today. Say hello to your eyelashes. Maybe this is your brother. Yep, that's right. Come and sit down. Let's have a drink. White palsy points to Cho Don Mi and introduces Theo. Come sit here. You're all sitting in the same room. The second is not eye-catching CA. Red-haired and 2-horned. Today I met a woman of God. Her eyelashes sitting next to her palsy shy. Sorry to keep you waiting. Because things are busy in the palace. Watch out, CA. Brother has been made heir to the throne. The ceremony must be near. My eyes turn to paralysis. If not, it's time for him to leave. I didn't have a chance to see my face either. White palsy pounding the table angrily trying to punish CA worthy of death. Eyelashes soothe paralysis. CA I'm not SAO. A quick reminder. I'm sure you've heard of it. That we've launched a war against the CA. Don't worry. As long as we don't sit around bullying. Glad to praise you. I've heard a lot about the brothers lately. Before the ancient war. IP Romantian. Now we're dating the first leg. CA, this liver really makes people admire. White palsy eyes in amazement looking at Don Mi. I asked her why she said that. Don my confused Than Min, said Calendar CA. We're not interrupting people's relationships. But ever since I met him, keep an eye on me. She touched her hand lightly. The man who told me about the glass of wine just now. Keep your face down. I even noticed. If you come to me, it is not respectful. Where will I put you? My eyes continue to look pitiful to Bach. We know for sure that you're a friend. Not careful. A lot of people, if I remind you. Afraid people will think we're breaking up a fraternal relationship. When I heard this, the paralytic beat his hands down on the table. You see, quickly hold his hand and comfort him. Gently look at the palsy and speak. But you also know that the CA needs help right now. I can't hide a little. His dark face said angrily. I understand the nature of the soul. He said, his eyes filled with air. I can't believe he dared to notice her. I'm not seeing the CA person anymore. He then solemnly told Don to rest assured. It's not going to be easy for us tonight. Forgive him. Looking at the door, he said to the white man. It's not early. You also went before today. When you hear that, you pull me. Late tonight she wants to. About back lip paint. He walked out the door and looked at the white man. Not coming back today. There is a hospital in the city. Just in time to rest there. My eyes bowed to the door, laughing softly. Don's blindfold is to the east 300 miles away. Paralysis sounds a little startled. I wonder 300 miles east. Your eyes are beckoning to me. He looked at the door that was open. Your shadow is so far away. The paralytic orders out loud. People don't go back to catch them. This guy dared to gently tell him White. Come with me. This guy has a lot of tricks. My son walked away laughing happily. Somewhere else. Random task reporting software. Kai Air Transportation Relationship Recruitment has been calculating the perfect evaluation result. Airdrop reward 1000 Fate 500. In addition, the bonus is added 40%. Calculate the final reward. The pilot won 1,400 airlift points. 7,000 points of heaven. CA school found that not out of interest. Laughing pleasure, aesthetic of the so-called deep brotherhood. Again to the beauty, or this cannot resist. Think so, watch out. CA told New Yit Min not to go out for a trip. If nothing happens, just wait for me here. When you hear this, you wonder what you're going to do. Moon Ming did not later deny himself to think improperly. The body of the reincarnation of the ancient government. The network card is certainly not small. If you try to punish CA for not revealing your secrets, of course, it's impossible to kill him. Moon Ming didn't think of anything. Aesthetics don't take advantage of polio. I don't think so, but I'm not looking down at the chessboard, thinking of people in the palm of their hands. It is not a shame that the school CA. Late at night, they are walking. Suddenly, a voice echoed. Ask the old man to tell you. I'm not too stingy or SAO. It's not that I said a few more sentences to the SAO eyelash. The look on his face made him look like a thief. CA aesthetic school tale of winning the owner. Let you speak so naturally. If you don't hold back a little. Sooner or later, it's because of women. Have you forgotten the last meeting? I'm not paying attention right now. My hand answered that day. I absolutely do not stop and realize that something is wrong. I was wondering who. They looked up at the sky and were amazed. The school turned its back and smiled at him. The school has just flown away. He threatened to tell the devil not to be wrong. We will meet again. I still don't understand what's screaming. Who are you after all? Aphrodite is afraid of sweating. The beauty of this name. Clearly, the VI outside is not very strong. Like a devilish breath. Why does it make people feel breathless? From the sky, a man with a sword tried to stab straight at the IP mausoleum. He didn't have time to redefine himself. On the ground, a loud thump echoed. They were lucky to avoid being surprised. Yelling out loud in fear. God's kingdom right now. A voice called out to the lily to hide. It seems to have come to assassinate you under the Tian. Dare not to cause too much movement. The dog is now scared and screaming. Who else is this? I said, run right in front of him. He looked at me in fear and ran away. What does it mean to be a gentleman? I didn't know if I could kill this boy or tell me to force him. The paralytic laughed softly and said, you must have been waiting impatiently. He then turned his back and opened the door of Nidon Mai. Happy to say, but of course, your dog is waiting for me. Even the wine is finished. I heard that and said, the master is right, you'll come. Listen to this, I couldn't help but ask the Kier. The owner. What kind of owner is she not waiting for me? At this time, the CA school gently appeared to say, Bach didn't hear me wrong. Of course, my son is waiting for you. Finally, CA flew towards Dong Mi, saying, ONDTO. It's a cold noon, you see that? Answer me to the owner. To see this scene, the paralytic did not dare to believe it. You guys. The school laughed back and said to Bach. White brother, what are you doing? Don't come to drink a glass of wine. I just got married to your fiancé. Eyelashes are also good and bad. Bach is also your fiancé. Why did you let people stand there? Fill up the wine for Bach. White calendar heard here, spicy eye roll said. CA school dare to use Don me to calculate my successor. Not all shock. Don Mai immediately spoke to the owner of the wine. You can't even thank the owner. The paralytic couldn't believe the pain. I wonder how I treated her in DTO. Why are you doing this to me? The old school CA happy to drink tea told Bach paralyzed, not looking outside. Bach brother's rough face. He is also a lover. I heard you wanted to kill me. Give me a chance to meet you in person. That's why you should thank me. Why do you look unhappy? The paralytic heard that and was very angry. The school is all arranged by you, right? You forced me. My relationship with the aphids. Make me leave all my guards alone. Talking about here, White Palsy eyes filled with color, said, no matter what your purpose is, then I won't let you. Watch out for CA. Without any fear of ridiculing smart White Palsy. But watch out for CA. We use people. When do you need a low-level trick like coercion? My cold shoulder told him. Let's stop fantasizing. You compared to the owner, not even the toe. Why do I have feelings for you? When you hear that, you can't believe it. Tell her to come here. The paralysis is more determined than ever. The old school CA poured wine, said Bach brother. Tried to make fun of him. The guard is not with you now. Her eyes tried to change. That's what you said to White. The road to home to win. Let me take this cup of wine to you. White Palsy, rolling her eyes, asked the school CA. You want to kill me? Behind me is the white tiger and the golden tiger. The school gently stood up and told Bach. I didn't kill you. Would I invite you to talk all night? What about the family behind you? We should put this debt on top of AI. Well, that's not necessarily true. When you hear that, your teeth are cracked and you scream. The paralyzed white man shouted angrily. You thought I was an ant who could kill SAO. Try to cut CA sharp eyes. Throw away the wine and say many words. The wine cup was thrown to pieces. Paralytic rage unleashed power. A beam enlarged Ra. Thin yellow layer in turn connected together. Paralytic fatigue to strong breathing. There was a small blood stain between his chest. From the scratch grows a purple flower. The palsy doesn't seem to anticipate this. The pain is screaming. Paralyzed in pain to sit down on the ground screaming. The paralytic couldn't believe it. Your strength. It's certainly not just the landscape. How much are you hiding? Trying to chastise CA, smirking softly. Platinum uses the power of breaking in the top ba of Kim soup. In the white hand. What a waste of heaven. Humiliated, paralyzed, angry, screaming. I told the school not to insult me. And then a series of cold voices. White palsy reveals a sharp tooth. The flower in the parietal fracture becomes larger. The paralytic animal screamed. I risked my life with you. Paralyzed, running towards the old school, CA screaming. White tiger paralysis, son, trow. The school is not afraid. Just say the struggle to die. Aesthetic, eye rolling paralysis, this is. Try the school, CA eyes changed sharply flashing. A strong purple light rises. Paralyzed in pain screaming. The flowers on his chest are getting bigger. Then he was thrown into the sky. CA's fist clasped tightly to the quadriplegic's neck. It choked him. Rolling his eyes, trying to chastise CA contemptuously, asked White Palsy, can't wait to die? Just have to resist. The strangled paralytic is still screaming at you. I didn't know you were an angel. Cotton flower on the Palsy's chest. It's like Leo's rope. Paralyzed in pain, screaming out. Don't try to kill me. A pile of blue Leo ropes around the white man. He rolled his eyes and tried to tell my family. A Leo rope. In the pile just now appeared something as round as a lamp. Round as a red light, shining a red light on the paralytic. It made him scream in pain. 2 paralyzed hands fall down, revealing claws. And then White fell straight to the ground. Right in front of your eyes. It makes you stand in place. He looked at the white man lying silently on the ground. White face doesn't know what to say. The school can beat it. Bald fluttering in the sky. He looked at her hand, laughing happily. The taste of raw needle soup is not bad. I can't believe there are so many changes. No tiger is the power to break in the top 3. Trying to chastise CA flying towards Don Me. My eyelashes told me. Congratulations to the owner of Kim. What does the owner of the body want to do with it? The teacher looked at the paralyzed body and said, this body cannot be destroyed at will, even though he has a great effect. Let's clean up here. Relax, listen to your commands and say yes. Stand silently with your back to the gate. I can feel something behind. The eyelashes turned to look. The white man bowed his hands. See Don Me, celestial female. Have you seen my master? My eyes were quite surprised. It's true that the CA came to see me, but he told me. You have to go through the math first. Tell me to wait for him. Why did the white man hear that? It turns out, that's it. I can't believe the owner has been actively looking for it. I was quite surprised to ask Buck. What's going on? He bowed his head, sadly. Not hiding the girl. Before, the owner sent the old slave to catch the leprechaun, but we've found few traces of combat. Maybe the owner found it first. IP Lun doesn't know where now. The direction of the owner also. I was surprised to hear that, but I didn't dare to ask the white man. The CA is also missing, but the body is missing the owner. The white tiger has a lot of power. It probably won't. The white man replied sadly with that evil trick. He is afraid of losing his master in his hands. If anything really goes wrong. The person who lit the light next to him heard that. The early hours looked out. IP is not a good person. If there is something wrong with the owner, we will not forgive him. The gray-haired man agreed to say no. The old man then told Dom. The owner's safety is unknown. We don't bother anymore. Your eyelashes see that. Tell them if you find CA paralysis. Please tell your brother to contact me now. The lashes on my chest said I was worried about him. See that, the Kier people reassured. The girl said, don't worry. At that time, the old man will deliver the words to the master. Don Mai saw the 3 of them fly away laughing quietly, thinking, the owner is like God. Actions of everyone. Everyone is counting out. Wait until they see white. I only saw one body. The moon does not stand silently in the night. 2 hands gently towards the moon, Min. The school laughed and asked Min if he was waiting for Vi Fu Sao Nuyet. Min, not a little angry. I asked the old school all the smell of glass. Where are you going? This statement surprised the school. I wonder if the glass. I don't know very well the smell on people. Try CA, then gently remove the fragrance. Then say, I didn't do anything to make her jealous tonight. But she reminded me. The relationship between me and that woman. It's impossible to show it. The moon doesn't see that. Please tell the school that you don't need to investigate. I won't reveal it. CA school heard, so pleased to say. Of course, Min doesn't understand me. She secretly thought of the old school CA. Even if this woman is just a chess piece, I will not allow you to have another woman. Except for me before I had a grudge. In the city of the tiger, a murky air burst out. A hand that crushed the debris of great anger. Who dares to kill my child? His eyes filled with the spirit of order death. Die for me. I will definitely break his arch to pieces. The white man said seriously. Based on the instructions of the lymph nodes. The owner is in this cave. A circle. White man saw that. Tell the two men to break down our perimeter. Step into the circle. The black-haired man couldn't believe the white man. This is Lao land. The black-haired man was surprised. There are so many bodies here. The white man wondered. The world is missing so many people. Maybe the news of the outbreak is true. There's something that scares the black-haired man. Roll your eyes. The black-haired man could not believe his words. The body of the missing god. His spirit and essence were swallowed up. And then look at the white palsy, and it's thin and thin. All three of them are worried. Screaming missing master. He told the two men. It's out of our control. We need to quickly report the situation here. The white man said furiously. The successor to the demon lord. GAC, I swallowed all this stuff. No team Heaven Chung. At the residence of the Aphrodite, someone asked the old man. You find what's happened lately very strange. I don't think it's obvious that someone is setting it up. That's what you hear. I asked him who was in trouble last night. Does my murder have anything to do with him? I don't remember ever being guilty of this. Look at what's on the string. Maybe it's the old school. Think so. I was wondering if he wanted to kill me. What does it cost? At this point, I tell myself, either way, I really need to talk about this for Bach. You have to prepare your parents for good. This is where everyone is gathered. A loud voice boomed out. The white tiger guards my heart from now on. Use the power of the whole nation. We are looking for the man who killed the white master of our tribe. The voice continues to speak. This person is extremely evil. Narrow as the fruit of the wheel. If we catch this person, or provide a clue, my people will see it as a 1,000-year-old army. Listen to the announcement of the great white CA. He's dead. I killed him. I told you. I can't believe you screamed. What did the angry woman say when she walked to the door? Someone must have hurt me, and I was wronged. You know, aesthetically speaking, this is also useless, even if I can prove it to you. Thinking of this, the lily said, even if you can prove it to me. It's not because we killed them. They don't believe it's one thing. If I am the god of God. Reincarnation was discovered. They don't forgive me either. I can't be captured by the white tiger now. When he came here, he slammed his hand against the door. An angry spy is a cruel plan. Just one step that got us into two difficult situations. He must have been planning last night. I thought he was in the dark in the morning. It's important to hide in front of you. Using the reincarnation force to hide the original, the normal people, they absolutely cannot detect you. And if you think so, just say so. A few days later, the owner announced. Today, we are in heaven. The ancestral orders at the top. Alma Mater. Ordaining disciples of the CA. This is the life of my God. The old school CA kneeling respectfully said to the owner. Students of the CA, to give thanks to the elders. The owner laughed with satisfaction. Punishment Time CA was the official transmission of the Tianxian religion. I took it myself. I came out to tell my brothers. There you are. Heaven's way opened. We are also more assured. CA School heard that and laughed softly at the back. CA School then confidently said. Assured the owner. Just try the CA School. Of course, I will not let anyone bully the disciples of my palace. The owner is not satisfied. I told the school it was great. He does not reward a double transmission. Feng first Kim Thang. This is a weapon that an old lady of the Tiangshan Palace. That year, he used his magic. Of course, there's no need to say, once the spirit to use. Holy Scene Fake Road, it's normally inaccessible. But before we get to the gods, you can't use it yet. Now, a man with a weapon is going to the CA campus. I can't help but be surprised. I saw that scene laughing and laughing. I can't believe that Feng Zi Kim Thang. The dog only laughed at one thing. Try to pinch CA gently tiptoe up. Soaring into the sky, CA looked down. Ask the people there. I don't know the brothers below. With the great heroes. Someone wants to teach. Not a single girl saw that. She screamed excitedly. Handsome late foot transmission. There is no tiger in the legend. The first thing I saw was the sky. Watch it down last time. It's gone now. The school laughed softly. Looks like you have no intention of getting involved. If that's the case, we're going to have to move in today. Respect is not equal to obeying a command. First of all, I can't believe it. I thought it was over. Don't give us a chance to fight Sao. Take the opportunity to play with me later. Below, everyone applauds us in uniform. What are you talking about? You're a great talent. This transmission position is not yours. When I first saw the school, I wondered why. Don't pay attention to me. The first child is angry. Think we haven't defeated him yet. Why is he like there's no AI? Throw me aside. I don't think we should have spent so much effort. Hard to practice for so long. Hate for so many years. He was taking advantage of that broken breath. To be easily neutralized. Based on where? Showing the face of tall. God sees me as a stranger. The passers-by, not even the enemy. When I think about it, I get angry. Laughing softly, he said congratulations to his brother. You are not ashamed to be an example to your peers. Today, of course, was a surprise to me. His wings touched the fairies. It makes you lose your soul. CA school tried to hear that smile pleased to say, this brother is welcome. From a distance, Lin Chai is a little mocking. Ask the school CA, I don't know how you look. With the successor to the magic potion boiling over recently. At the end of the school, CA told the people below, the successor to the AI magic knows everything. That's because the genie asked me that. Chai Lin quickly countered, maybe you can't see it. About the successor to the magic this time, there's a lot of loopholes. I have been watching from ancient times to the present. Whenever the next generation of magic heirs appears, they also shake the gods, cause the great leaders to concentrate their power, to conquer together the power of those people. It is so strong that ordinary people, it's hard to understand. CA school heard that just laughed softly. Chain Spirit continues the words. The one who inherited the magic this time is also the lily. Heard, his power has not yet reached the landscape. Why does he kill people? There's all kinds of life-saving tricks like polio. The school heard that and was right. If that IP mausoleum hasn't reached the landscape yet, how did he kill your polio? The point of doubt here is too much. The devil is speaking now. I and that IP used to hand over French crafts. His spirit is truly evil. He obviously didn't cultivate many resources, but the VI is still growing very fast. IP Romantics continues. The important thing is that lately, not a little power, there's a gifted disciple in DTO that's naturally missing. Plus, the paralytic body appeared in Lao land of the magic potion heir. These things can't help but make people. It's related to Aphrodite. IP is our surname IP. If this is his doing, so Yi Jia also has a responsibility that cannot be repudiated. Lin Chai angrily said, but it's all just speculation. We can't blame good people for this. As innocent as Africa sounds, it is impossible to laugh and talk.